Hey and welcome to the Daily Manchester United News Show. Let's begin with our daily news. Man United set price tag for Scott McTominay amid Newcastle interest. Manchester United have set a price tag for midfielder Scott McTominay amid interest from Newcastle United, according to ESPN. The Scotland international began the season as a regular from the number 6 role. Manager Erik continued with him despite the arrival of Casemiro from Real Madrid. However, McTominay was eventually displaced from his position after the 6-3 defeat in the Manchester derby in October. He has since been a fringe player for the club. ESPN now reports that Eddie Howe is an admirer of the midfielder's talent, but Newcastle have been put off from making a concrete move due to the £40 million plus price tag. McTominay has been a regular unused substitute over the past few months, and his situation could become worse this summer if United pursue another midfielder. Earlier last month, we discussed the possibility of United selling Fred instead of McTominay, but the former has been hugely impressive over the past few weeks. Hence, McTominay is probably the midfielder that could be sold in the next transfer window, considering Donny van de Beek is sidelined with a long-term knee injury. United are currently holding out for more than £40 million to part ways with McTominay, but it won't come as a surprise if they are willing to lower the fee with future add-ons. Newcastle would be an ideal destination for the fantastic star in the prime of his career. He could have the chance to play in Europe and win trophies with their big investment. Real Madrid ready to pounce if Manchester United fail in bid to hand Diogo Dalot new deal. Real Madrid are admirers of Manchester United right-back Diogo Dalot and are ready to pounce if he fails to sign a new deal, reports The Sun. Barcelona are also interested in the Portugal international, and the Red Devils are wary of both interests. They are in advanced talks with the 23-year-old over a long-term deal. Dalot's contract was initially set to end in the summer. However, Man United triggered a one-year extension before last Christmas. That will not be enough for them to keep him with Madrid circling. They have been monitoring the situation, and the Red Devils have to move quickly. Dalot has expressed his willingness to remain with the Old Trafford club in the long term. However, nothing is guaranteed until he pens an extension. The defender joined Man United from Porto in 2018 and initially struggled for consistency. Dalot fell out of favour under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and spent the 2021 season on loan at AC Milan. He has since established himself as a regular under manager Erik ten Hag, and it appears La Liga's best clubs have been impressed. Dalot has bagged a goal and claimed 2 assists in 30 games across all competitions. The right-back is a position both Madrid and Barca are in dire need of strengthening. It's clear to see why Dalot is on their radar, and the links do not appear to be the work of his agent. He currently earns £25,000 a week and could want at least 6 times that to sign a new deal. Manchester United set for meeting with Dean Henderson's agent. Dean Henderson is set for a meeting with Manchester United this month before a decision is taken on his future. That is according to ESPN, who report that the 25-year-old's agents are set to sit down with the club in the coming weeks. The report says that Erik ten Hag thinks a goalkeeper who is better on the ball than David De Gea would help his team control games. De Gea's contract situation is still unclear, with his current deal due to expire in the summer as the club tried to get him to extend on lower wages. It seems unlikely Henderson is the man. Ten Hag will go for long-term between the sticks for United for a number of reasons. Firstly, he has never shown that he is that much better than the Spaniard with his feet, and even though he is a good shot stopper, he is not elite in that area either. He is a good penalty stopper and a potential England number 1, but was incredibly outspoken in his first interview since joining Nottingham Forest on loan in the summer. The report does not say Henderson has burned his bridges at United with that outburst, but it's unlikely to have endeared him to Ten Hag. In all likelihood, Henderson is one of the players in the squad Ten Hag could offload in the summer and actually get a decent fee for. Henderson wants regular football to bolster his England aspirations, so there is little to no chance he sits around as second choice at United next year. And as we said above, have we really seen enough evidence to suggest he is the man who could replace De Gea if United make a change of number one? The club will get a clear indication of Henderson's intentions after the meeting, but as it stands, it looks most likely he would be sold in the summer, and the onus would be on the club to get a good amount of fee for him. Marcus Rashford dismisses claims that Manchester United gave up against Liverpool. Marcus Rashford has hit back at claims that Manchester United gave up during the 7-0 debacle against Liverpool at Anfield on Sunday. The Red Devils had enough arsenal to beat Liverpool, who are struggling this campaign. However, Jurgen Klopp's side did the unimaginable by scoring 7 goals past high-flying United. Some people have criticized United for giving up against the arch-rivals in the second half, but Rashford has shunned those claims. He said in yesterday's press conference via Football Daily, "We didn't give up, that's nonsense. We were unorganized, yeah. Communication was bad, yeah. That's why we conceded the goals, but it comes down to the fact that I believe that everyone was trying to get back into the game that much. We came away from the team's principles in and out of possession. I mentioned it after the game that the forwards were trying to press as just a forward unit. We weren't connected with the midfield, and the same with the midfield and the defense." The defeat against Liverpool was humiliating, to say the least. Rashford and his teammates produced a shambolic performance at Anfield, allowing Liverpool to score 6 goals after the break. Liverpool fans reveled in the victory, although it must be noted that their team remains outside the top 4 in the Premier League. The Red Devils must look past that game and focus on the rest of the season. This was United's second defeat in over 20 games. During this period, they have won the Carabao Cup, beaten Barcelona in the Europa League, and solidified their top 4 place in the Premier League. If they can win another trophy and finish inside the top 4, Erik ten Hag's debut season at Old Trafford will be deemed successful. Erik ten Hag backs Bruno Fernandez as Man United captain. Manchester United manager Erik ten Hag has backed Bruno Fernandes to stay as the standing captain ahead of today's Europa League meeting against Real Betis. The Red Devils recently suffered an embarrassing 7-0 Premier League defeat at the hands of Liverpool, and Fernandes was one of those who came for criticism from fans. The Portuguese was spotted pointing fingers at his teammates, while he was also reluctant to track back. There has been speculation over Fernandes' captaincy over the past couple of days, but Ten Hag has clarified that the 28-year-old is definitely the leader of the squad. Speaking in yesterday's press conference, Ten Hag said that no one is perfect and he is really happy to have Fernandes in his team and as a captain when Harry Maguire is on the bench. He said, "Yes, definitely still captain. I think he is playing a brilliant season. He has played an important role in the position that we are. He is giving energy to the team, running a lot with intensity in the right way. He is pointing and coaching players. He is an inspiration for the whole team. No one is perfect. Everyone makes mistakes. I am really happy to have Bruno Fernandes in my team, and I am happy with him as our captain, with Harry not on the pitch." Fernandes has been in fine form for the Red Devils since the World Cup with several goal contributions. The £67 million rated star also came close to finding the back of the net at Anfield but lost his head after the interval. The same could be said for his teammates. This does not make him a bad player. The Portuguese will be keen to redeem himself when the Red Devils host Betis in the first leg of the Europa League last 16 tonight. The La Liga outfit are another technical side similar to Barcelona, but United should be able to beat them by a comfortable margin if they play at their best. Man United can be serious for Napoli star Min-Jae this summer. Manchester United could make a serious attempt to sign Napoli defender Min-Jae this summer due to the low release clause in his contract, Calcio Mercato report. The centre-back joined Napoli from Fenerbahce for €18 million last summer, and he has since been a revelation for them with several standout performances. His progress has caught United's radar, and Calcio Mercato claimed that they can be serious for him this summer due to the €50 million foreign release clause in his deal. Meanwhile, Napoli are currently in talks with the player's entourage. They are aiming to hand him an improved deal while removing or raising the figure of the clause. Min-Jae was relatively unknown when he joined Napoli, but he has since enhanced his reputation with a number of outstanding performances for club and country. The South Korean has completed a stunning 91% of his passes in Serie A this term. He has also won nearly 2 tackles per appearance while making 4 clearances. Aside from this, he has won nearly 70% of his aerial duels. In our opinion, the 26-year-old would have no concerns in adapting to the demands of the Premier League. With Harry Maguire possibly on his way out this summer, Min-Jae could be brought in to provide strong competition to Rafael Varane and Lisandro Martinez for a starting spot. Min-Jae is a right-footed defender by trade, but he is comfortable playing in both central defensive positions. It appears a no-brainer signing for United at that price. For now, United can only play the waiting game until July and hope that the defender continues to resist the prospect of signing a new contract with the runaway Serie A leaders. Man United have discussed signings Alexis McAllister. Casemiro has been a fantastic signing for Manchester United, staking a claim as one of the Premier League's best defensive midfielders since his arrival from Real Madrid. However, journalist Bennett Jacobs says Erik Ten Hag may be in the market for another addition to the engine room, despite having Fred, Donny van de Beek, and Scott McTominay who can provide substance in midfield. United have discussed signing Brighton and Hove Albion's Alexis McAllister this summer. The 24-year-old has a £60 million asking price and would surely jump at the chance to join the Red Devils, but Manchester City, Liverpool and Chelsea are also keen. Jacobs said in his ScoutOffside.com column the following: a slightly cheaper option from Brighton could be McAllister. Manchester City and Manchester United have discussed him internally, but nothing more than that at this point. Liverpool and Chelsea are ones to watch as well. McAllister joined Brighton from AA Argentinos Juniors in 2019 and has made 95 appearances in all competitions, scoring 16 goals with 7 assists. The Argentine international, who won the World Cup with his national team in December, has an excellent eye for goal and turning over possession, so he is a threat in both boxes. McAllister would be second in the United squad for goals 6, second for tackles made per game 2.6, fifth for chances created per game 1.2, second for successful dribbles per game 1, first for most fouls won per game 1.4, sixth for interceptions made per game 1.1, third for passes made per game 53.7, and second for pass accuracy 88.6. McTominay has started only 7 league games this season, while Van de Beek managed just 2 league starts before being ruled out with a long-term knee injury, so United might shop for another midfield. McAllister won't come cheap with a £60 million valuation, and time will tell how this story ends. What Manuel Pellegrini said ahead of Europa League showdown. Real Betis manager Manuel Pellegrini admits he is unaware how Manchester United will react after getting thrashed by Liverpool on Sunday. The Red Devils host Betis in Thursday's Europa League round of 16 clash. Pellegrini faced United several times while managing Manchester City for 3 years. He now returns to Old Trafford to renew acquaintances as Betis boss. He told Telegraph Sport the following: I am sure they see me as the great enemy. I don't think United have ever been hit as hard as this. I don't know how the team will react, whether they will go down or come at us with a knife between their teeth. And a situation as big as Manchester United would always be restricted. They have invested a lot of money to become competitive again against City, Liverpool or Chelsea. The ones from the 7-0 embarrassing defeat to Liverpool will still be fresh. It will undoubtedly be remembered as one of the worst games in the club's history. However, United cannot allow the Liverpool game to define the rest of the campaign. This season has been full of ups and downs, but the Red Devils can still complete a treble. They recently defeated Barcelona, who are top of the La Liga. They earned their place in the Europa League last 16 and now have to aim to win the competition. The games against Betis won't be easy, with Pellegrini at the helm. They head into the game on the back of a 0-0 draw against league champions Real Madrid. Erik Ten Hag will be hoping his players can register a statement victory. I will be uploading daily Manchester United news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.